The Tale of Two Tigers, written by Aunt Mo, inspired by Storytime with Ezra, Edie, and Isidore. Dedicated to Ezra Lawrence Maciejewski. Happy birthday, Ezra! One of my favorite things to do is tell stories with you. You know so many facts that make it easy to understand more about animals, and you have lots of cool ideas about what animals can do when they go on an adventure. Do you remember the tiger story adventures we created together? I do too. So I wrote one more and have included the tools you need to illustrate this book. That means it's up to you to draw the animals. Maybe Edie and Isidore can help too. It is a big book. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there were two tigers. They were family and best friends. They slept in a soft patch of green grass just outside of the jungle, close to a river that they liked to listen to while they slept. These two tigers were famous for their adventures. They had plant friends and animal friends of all different species and loved traveling the land to try new things. Today, we join our tigers just as they are waking up. With one final snore, they open their eyes. "Good morning," roared the first tiger. "Today is the day." Said the other tiger, their eyes still sleepy. "The day for what? Did you forget? Today is your birthday, tiger." "Oh my, it is my birthday. You're right," roared the second tiger as they jumped up from the grass. All of a sudden, the tiger looked sad. "What is it? Why are you sad on your birthday?" "Well, it's just that I forgot about today, and no one knows that it's my birthday," Tiger sighed as they rolled back into the grass. "Oh, well, that is no problem at all. I may have told some friends that today is a fantastically special day. Would you like to go on a little adventure and see who remembers that today is your birthday?" The first tiger was so excited that they were now walking around collecting a few things to bring with them on their adventure. "I would like that a lot." The second tiger jumped up, ready to go. "Follow me," said the first. The two tigers began to make their way from their green patch of grass down to the river, where they always saw their two friends, Bear and Mr. Turtle. "Who do I hear way out there? Who's coming to see this old big bear?" a voice echoed from the river. "Hi, Bear, it's us. What are you doing out here?" roared the tigers. "Why, thanks for asking. I'm catching salmon, just for snacking," he replied. "I will give the biggest one to you, if I may, for I know that it's your birthday." Bear began to dance in the river, holding a salmon in the air. The tigers started to laugh. "How wonderful! A salmon!" "Thank you, Bear. I can't believe that you remembered that today is my birthday," said the tiger. "Hey now, you rascally tigers. I didn't forget either. Now help me to the other side of this river so that I can give a gift to you," a scratchy old voice muttered. "Oh, Mr. Turtle, you remembered too?" said the tigers excitingly. They began to help him across the river, putting him on their backs and slowly swimming across. "Of course I remembered. I have had many birthdays, and this was the best gift I ever received. For you, Tiger, here's a beautiful blue rock. I think it might be lucky, too." The tigers waved goodbye to their two friends, with the salmon and the rock with them in a basket that they packed. As the sound of the river became softer, they made their way into the jungle. "Oh, well, hello, tigers. I haven't seen you in a long time, but I do know that today's a special day, isn't it?" said a familiar voice. They turned and saw the Venus flytrap had grown tall right over them. "It's my birthday," said the tiger. Why, of course, your birthday. I have been keeping something for you. Why don't you reach into my mouth and take it? The tiger swallowed. Every time they reached into the Venus flytrap's mouth, she did try to bite their paws. Looking inside, they saw a little something inside. Slowly, they reached in. Snap! Ouch! Yipped the tiger. Oh, sorry. Old habit. Please, try again. She smiled. This time, when the tiger reached inside, they pulled out a small object. As they turned over their paws, they saw a little leaf in the shape of a heart. Oh, thank you for this heart. I'm feeling very loved on my birthday, Tiger said as they added the heart-shaped leaf to their basket. As they walked through the jungle, the breeze blew through the trees, whistling as they bent their branches to make room for the tigers to pass through. How they loved the jungle with all the colors and sounds. My, if it isn't my two favorite tigers. Welcome back to my jungle. What adventure are we on today? A very special birthday one, I'm sure, said Miss Puma in her smooth cat voice. That's absolutely right. We are visiting all of our friends today. It has been awesome, said one of the tigers. I love that idea. Come with me. I want to give you something. The tigers followed Miss Puma through the jungle, hearing the sounds of birds overhead, tweet, 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 and leaves around them shaking. A noise from behind them became louder and louder as a group of baby cheetahs ran up behind the tigers, nipping and swatting their paws at their ankles. The tigers began roaring with laughter. These pesky little cheetahs always look for an opportunity to annoy the tigers. Baby cheetahs, you must behave, their mother's voice boomed through the jungle. You can see that Ms. Puma is taking them somewhere important. Run along now. The entire jungle erupted with the vibration of all the little paws running over the jungle floor. Right then. Right this way, tigers, Miss Puma continued. At the very edge of the jungle, looking out to the grasslands, Miss Puma pointed her paw. Look out there, tigers. Do you see this land? As long as you promise to protect the animals on this land, it is yours. Happy birthday and best of luck. Instantly, Miss Puma was gone. Out on the grasslands, Mama Lion called to the tigers. Yoo-hoo, tigers! We are so happy that you are here. My cubs have been running around all day collecting meats and fruits and flowers. Welcome to your birthday party. Mama Lion looked very proud of her young cubs. Wow! Thank you, Mama Lion. A birthday party for me? I am so happy I could roar! The tigers roared and ran around with the lion cubs, enjoying meats and even tried some fruit too. The tigers would have loved to stay longer, but it was getting late and they had a few more stops to make. They packed some meat in their basket and began up the mountain. The tigers had heard that the volcano at the top of the mountain had recently erupted, and they wanted to make sure that they could get to the top, just in case lava came out again. So they leaped and ran and made their way about halfway up the mountain until they heard a noise. Roar! Who goes there? A deep voice yelled out from the cave. It's us, the tigers, they said, a little bit scared. Who? The voice yelled again. The tigers! Just then, a huge shadow on the cave wall appeared, coming closer and closer to the tigers. Their tails began to shake, and their throats felt dry, when all of a sudden, a little jaguar rolled out. "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" said the little jaguar. "You scared us," roared the tigers. "Who, me? Little old me? I didn't scare ya. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy, your pal. And hey, guess what? Today is my birthday," said the super fast voice. "Your birthday?" "It's my birthday," said one of the tigers, happy but confused. The little jaguar scratched his head. "Oh yeah, that's right. I knew it was someone's birthday." They all started laughing, rolling around outside of the cave. This little jaguar was always being crazy. "Did you tigers hear about the volcano erupting? It was amazing, like a river of hot lava flowing down the mountain." "What did you do to stop it from hurting you, jaguar?" they asked. "Easy. I surfed," he said as he acted out how he would ride a surfboard down a mountain. Do 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 do. The tigers couldn't stop laughing. Finally, one asked, "So want to go to the top of the mountain with us to check out the volcano?" "Oh, yippee! I do. Except, Tiger, I do have a gift for you." The jaguar went back into his cave and came out with a big balloon. It was bigger than all three of them. Once the jaguar came out of his cave, the balloon began to float up, and he began to float away. "Ah! Help me, tigers!" he yelled. One tiger ran and jumped, wrapping their paws around the jaguar's tail. The next tiger ran and jumped, wrapping their paws around the tiger's tail. They still continued to float up and up and up, floating towards the volcano. "Ah, just like I planned," said the jaguar. The tigers just laughed at that silly jaguar. They reached the top of the volcano and tied their balloon to their basket and tied that to a rock. When they looked down, it looked pretty calm, but they were careful not to wake the sleeping giant, knowing that maybe the volcano could erupt again. "Shh," said the first tiger. "Shh," said the second tiger. "What?" screamed the jaguar. At that scream, the sleeping giant began to wake up. He yawned, his voice booming. "Who is in my volcano?" He began to snore again. "Phew, that was close," the tiger said. "Shh, tigers, the giant was trying to say something." "What was that, Mr. Giant?" yelled the jaguar. Now he was up. He lifted his head from the rocks, and surrounded by lava, he shot up to the sky. "I said, who is at my volcano?" "Oh, just your friends," said the jaguar. And at that, the sleeping giant started to laugh. Everyone else was afraid of him. He never had a friend. And now that he did, he felt so happy that he just exploded with laughter. Ha 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 ha. The sleeping giant began to dance around, inspecting his new friends. And as he did, his body stirred the lava, and it began to rise higher and higher and higher. Mr. Giant," said one of the tigers. "Yes, friend," answered the giant. "You wouldn't be about to erupt, would you?" he finished. But before the giant could even answer, lava began overflowing, coming out to every side of the mountain. The heat turned the balloon into a hot air balloon, and it began to float away with the basket. "My gifts!" yelled the tiger. They leaped and landed in the basket. "My basket!" yelled the second tiger, leaping and landing in the basket. "My birthday!" yelled the jaguar, who still didn't realize that it wasn't his birthday, and he jumped into the basket. My friends, yelled the giant, who tried to jump, but only pushed the balloon into the sky with his heat. He watched them for a moment as they floated away and then went back to sleep. The tigers and jaguar floated away from the mountain, past the cave where the jaguar had gifted a balloon, over the grasslands where the lions threw a birthday party, over the jungle where Miss Puma was so kind and the baby cheetahs were so rascally. They looked at the green trees as they floated over the jungle entrance, where Venus flytrap gifted the heart-shaped leaf, past the riverbank where Mr. Turtle gave the gift of the stone, and Bear gave the salmon. They even floated by a few monkeys in a tree, who tossed an extra coconut into their basket. Finally, the balloon began to cool down and lower towards their green grassy patch, and the tigers were very sleepy. Mr. Jaguar was already asleep. So how was your birthday? Asked one tiger to the other. Happy, said the tiger with a big tiger grin. Happy birthday to me, the jaguar sang in his sleep. The tigers laughed, and as the basket landed on the grass, they fell back to sleep too. The end. Happy birthday, Ezra. I love you.